All right, so this is pretty much the ending to the part two that, where I got cut off. I was speaking about the importance of need to understand about how familiar spirits have a way of setting us up, and those familiar spirits have a way of setting us up to a point to where it gets us falling captive into making something or someone an idol, which is why you have to be discerning of what it is that's being shown your way in the works of, or of what's being produced. Whatever revelation you get, I was saying in that second message about that, you know how is it making you feel? Is it bringing more fruit in you? Is it causing you to pray? You need to be discerning of that. And I was also speaking about the book of Galatians chapter 1, verses 1 through 2. When you have a brother or sister who is operating pretty much in the flesh, paraphrasing right now, because you can read it in your own time. When you have someone who's operating in the flesh, you or in the spirit can restore that person in the spirit. So if you are an individual, but like if you both are operating in the flesh, how can you really help one another? You have to be careful. This is why you need to be discerning of the fruits of what is being produced, in understanding things and revelation, when it's God who's showing you things, or when it's the enemy showing you things, because the enemy studies you too. He knows certain things. He knows things that you deal with, and the enemy has a way of taking partial truth and mixing it into lies, so that he can show you certain things that may be that partially may be true, but things that may be a lie, and sometimes it can all be a complete lie. It takes discerning. When it comes to the friendships and connections you may have, like God, he can ordain friendships, and I've noticed when the Lord is the one ordaining friendships, just how he could show me certain things about my ordained friends. He shows my ordained friends certain things about me, so we can pray for one another. Or sometimes me and my ordained friends could be dealing with the exact same thing at the same time, so we can help one another and pray. So of course God will show you things. It's even for the same thing for those of you have marriages, whether you're in the whether you're already in the marriage, married in the eyes of God, you have the word of marriage. God can show you things as well like that too. And the enemy also have ways of, producing lies, or putting, the lying spirit can get caught up in there too, which is why you want to be careful and discerning. What is it causing? Is it causing strife and division within the fellowship, whether the relationship or the God ordained friendship? What is the fruit that is being produced? That's why I wanted to emphasize that part, because sometimes people don't see that. Sometimes we find ourselves believing lies, and I had to go through a lot of this myself to see it, whether I was the one I was believing something that wasn't true, whether I was the one and people were believing that something was not true concerning me, and so forth. So again, I'll post more information in the description settings, but this is just the end of part two. So yeah. So I do pray that you all find these messages to be pretty helpful when it comes to testing the spirits. If there's something that you're feeling led to share in reference to it or add on, when the Lord's will be done with that. So I thank you all for your patience in watching these messages. Thank you. Just thank you, everyone. So much love, peace be with you, and God bless you all.